Hi guys, this is Alex at BlackboxMyCar.com. Today I'm making a video to share with you guys my very first update on FineVu CR2000S. I don't know if you can see that LED over there is actually coming out of FineVu CR2000S. And if you can recognize, there is BlackVue DR550 right next to the FineVu CR2000S. I'll walk closer to the vehicle and you can see whether or not you can recognize this device or so. So please note the one I have is the white body version, which is a Korean version. The North American version will be in complete black body. And that the DR550 is right in the center, right underneath from the rain sensor. You can disable that LED and you don't have to make it go all that round. But if you like that feature, you can have it always on. And as you know from my videos, the Korean dash cams are becoming bigger and bigger. They're integrating LCD screens, and even with BlackVue, you are going to be seeing a device with an LCD screen on it, because that's the only way these Korean dash cams can stay competitive within the South Korean dash cam market. And from what I heard is that the dashcam market in Korea has exploded. I mean, they were around for a very, very long time, but just recently more and more people have been either upgrading or getting a dashcam, more dashcams installed. And in order to have these dashcams be sold in Korea, I mean, the consumers are looking for an LCD screen, so that's what it is. So yeah, again, I apologize for the delay on this video. I know a lot of people have been emailing us, where's the update, and can you shoot a video from outside of the vehicle, how it basically looks. And that's why I'm just walking around the front unit, especially because it's such a big unit. And I'll share my review on this guy. It's just that with this dual channel dash cam, I want to record rear video without the tint, because that's my daily driver in the back, and I have a very dark tint, so there's really no point to show the original quality, whereas this car doesn't, and I don't drive this car as a daily. So, and that's the rear unit. And as you can see, even the rear unit has that LED feature. And if you look right, there's the DR550 rear unit as well. And if you look like this, the FineVu CR2000S, the main unit, you can see the LCD in there. So I've been using this device for about 2 months, and I also took it to a road trip recently, and so I had a fair bit of time to use this device. And I must say the video quality on this one for a dedicated dual channel system is probably the best of the best in the market right now. You do note that this is the very first dashcam to offer full HD in the front and even full HD in the back. And even in the back, it offers, it's integrated with Sony Exmor CMOS sensor. And then the front also is integrated with Sony Exmor CMOS sensor. And that's very, very a game changer pretty much in the market right now, because dual channel system has always been a unstable system. And if you look at our very first overview of DR550, I was quite worried about that even the DR550 would record videos or not. The rear video, and it performed just fine, and I like it. I like the DR550 a lot. But so basically, when DR550 came out, it was a game changer, because all of these dual channel systems were coming out either HD in the front and VGA quality in the rear. And there are still dash cams that are offering HD in the front and VGA quality in the back. But when DR550 came out, the front unit had full HD and rear unit offered HD quality. The front unit is integrated with Sony Exmor CMOS sensor, the rear unit isn't. but still, that was a huge jump within the dedicated dual channel system. Whereas FineVu, this isn't their their very first dedicated dual channel system. They had CR2i last year, sometime around last year, around this time of the year. When I went to Korea last year, yeah, they had it, and that one offered HD in the front, and I believe it was HD in the back or HD VGA quality, and that one died out pretty fairly quickly. And this one and they made several more dual channel dash cam, but they never made it out to North America. But this will be coming to North America, and so with FineVu, with this CR2000S, they really wanted to put a strong message out to everyone that they are not they're back in the game, basically offering full HD in the front, full HD in the back, integrating both Sony Exmor CMOS sensor in the front and in the rear. Whereas the DR550 BlackVue, instead of making full HD, they sort of made HD device and then the HD device in the front and back, with the DR530, the one lower to the DR550. But in this summer, you guys would be seeing an LCD integrated BlackVue dual channel dashcam very soon. So with this device, the main concern is the size, basically. I mean, I've seen so many different dual channel systems coming out of Korea, and I've tested numerous devices. But this one and then the DR550, probably they're the best in terms of build quality and in terms of the fact that they work. I know I've said this numerous times. If you're following our channel, dual channel dash cams, it takes a bit of technology for these companies to integrate both front video and the rear video to be created simultaneously. So some devices are not that accurate in terms of recording front and rear video simultaneously, but whereas BlackVue DR550 is totally fine. Even the FineVu CR2000S is totally fine. As I said, when FineVu first created their CR2i, I was given one, and that one wasn't a big. That one didn't really perform that great. As I said, the rear unit wasn't recording videos when I mean, it basically crashes when it gets either too heated or it just can't process two videos at once. So CR2000S right now over here is in the parking mode, so the LCD is off. But when you're driving, you can either have the LCD on or you can have it LCD off. But honestly, for me, I don't really care having the LCD on or off. I actually like having the LCD on like this. So right now I'm only looking at the front, but if you touch once, you're looking at the back, and if you touch again, you're now looking front and back. And if you touch one more time, you're given date and time, basically. So if you touch one more time, and if you want to go into the settings, you can press this one, and it's basically asking if you are going the no more video recording after clicking yes if you go into the menu button, basically. So I'll say yes. And here, this is in Korean because they don't have an English version just yet. At least the ones that at least this one, it was given to me in Korean by FineVu. And the one thing about this device is very interesting in terms of configurations. You can choose so many different settings, like even within clarity, or I don't know what that is actually in Korean, but so you can choose many different ways. You can choose it so that it's soft, normal, clear, very clear, and very softer. very soft basically. So yeah, I haven't had a chance to test all these different video qualities because there's so many different configurations that you can set to. I mean, even look at this. That one is dedicated for the nighttime video quality. So right now I set it for very bright, but if you click once, default mode, normal, bright, and a little bit bright, very bright. You see there's so many different configuration settings that you can do. And so let's go back, and that's just for the front. And if you click on the rear one, again, you can choose whether or not how bright your nighttime video to be, and then the video quality during the daytime. And unfortunately, I actually don't know what that means in Korean. I believe it is something to do with white balance. Yes, white balance. And again, this is default, normal, bright, a little bit bright, very bright. So you see there's so many different settings that you can play around with. And I don't know if you guys can now see that having an LCD dash cam is so much efficient compared to conventional non-LCD conventional, say, even comparing from CR500. You have to take out the SD card and then bring it back to computer. You have to connect your CR500 to your computer, and then you can check either your videos or your if you want to change your settings that way. Whereas this one, you can see your video and you can change your settings just by a push of a button. And because it's a touch screen, it makes everything so much easier. And now if you want to play the video, just click on that, and these are videos that are recorded. And see, the touch is very sensitive. Really like it. Yeah, and you can go into different modes, normal mode, and the parking mode, and then the event, G-sensor mode and stuff like that. If you want to go back to menu, see, this is why the Korean people are just taken away by this LCD, because especially when there's no thread, and making your dash cam as a CCTV feature, and letting people know that you have a dash cam, so don't fool around my car basically, don't hit around my vehicle, don't vandalize my vehicle. And that's why this is even the LED feature. It's it's really big compared to the DR550, where it has just a small LED light blinking, and that's not even enough for the Koreans. As you can see, it's gigantic. But as I said, you can disable that LED if you want to. But look at the build quality on this. They actually use aluminum on this part of the body. It's amazing. The build quality is just absolutely amazing. Never seen a dash cam that's this high quality up to this moment. And what's unique about this device is that, again, coming from my unboxing video, there's two SD card slots. So one SD card slot is for the normal video mode, and another big SD card slot is actually for the parking mode. So it's a dual SD card system. That's probably the very first dash cam. This is probably the very first dash cam to integrate such feature. So it's very nice. And you can disable that. I mean, you can detach this device just like any other FineVu devices. There's a hook, push it, and you can take it off. So with this wiring, unfortunately, I didn't wire this all in because I don't have a permanent dash cam, because we're always testing the different devices, and we have too many wires that's actually inside the car. But the idea is basically the same. Let me go around and show you that actually. So the wire will run just like in the DR550, go through the A-pillar like that and put it underneath the rubber part and simply bring it all the way back. And then hide all those wires between any gaps like that, and then basically install your rear unit over there. But one thing to note is that this cable, coaxial cable for FineVu CR2000S is really thick. So if you're installing by yourself, this could be hassle-some. It's really thick. I mean, being thick is good because they put a lot of insulated material within this cable, because believe it or not, some high-tech cars, if your car has a lot of features, like say keyless go or like navigation, satellite navigations and stuff like that, it may get interfered with the signals coming in front to rear. I have a customer with the iTronics 500 HD, one of those separated SD card compartment and having 2-channel dash cam. After installing that, his BMW X5 can't really open the door unless he goes really close to the vehicle, and so that's why this dual channel system, there's a lot of issues if you don't get a good and approved dual channel system. BlackVue DR550, totally fine. Even with this car has a lot of technology like keyless go and stuff like that, but no issue whatsoever. Some BMW owners have reported me about the fact that their radio signals are sort of weak, but for at least this car, it's fine. And many of our high-end owners don't seem to report any issues. So from my driver's position, this is my eye level. And if you look to the right, there's my CR2000S. Honestly, to me, I don't really care much, but for some people, this could be very distractive. And there's the BlackVue DR550. It's not powered up, that's why it doesn't blink. So if you really find that to be distractive, I mean, you can turn off the LCD screen, but if you don't like anything like just popping in your way, this might not be the device. I mean, I put it there because if you put it too closely up over here, then this rain sensor part will be in the video. And another nice thing again, I mean, if you have the Wi-Fi, you can see your field of view, so you can mount it wherever it's convenient. And even with the, I mean, as well with the LCD screen dash cam, you can see it right away, so which is really nice and convenient. For some of our customers, I actually sent them a picture of how this is actually mounted in Korea. Korean drivers actually mounted right in the center. And so if you're, just imagine, this LCD screen is mounted in the center, and that LCD screen is always on. So Korean people just don't seem to care. Don't seem to care about what's in front of them or whatsoever. But whereas, you know, here people don't like even the LED lights on FineVu CR500. So some people sort of mind it. Some people don't, but that's how it looks like. And then the rear unit, and this is another thing. If you look at my rear view mirror, so the DR550, the form and shape, the shape is just so thin and slick that it doesn't really bother me. But with the CR2000S, as you can see, that square box is in the field of vision. So again, if that might annoy you, this is not the right dash cam. But in terms of quality and reliability, probably the best in the market right now. So yeah, what else did I insert everything. So speaking of coaxial cable, BlackVue DR550 is much thinner, and it works still, and it's much easier to install. Whereas the FineVu CR2000S coaxial cable is solid, it's really thick. It will definitely work, and so far I haven't had any issues with it. You know, for me, I actually really like the LED feature that I'm getting with this device. Yes, it may throw some people off because of the fact that they don't want to leave any electronics inside the vehicle. But for me, I guess I'm sort of immune to it because I've been using these dash cams for literally over 5 years in Canada. So, and honestly, I never had any break-ins. It's funny how I don't like to leave my radar detector in my vehicle, but dash cams I don't seem to mind because I caught this guy in Vancouver who hit and run my vehicle just this year actually. In fact, you can search that video up. And since then, I mean, even before then, I knew the importance of my parking mode videos. But after that, I am always leaving my dash cam inside and always have it run it front and rear. But yeah, so let me walk backwards here. So yeah, even from a distance, you can still see the LED light. And I don't know if you can see, but really don't. I do see the LEDs, but the unit itself doesn't really throw me off. At first, I must say, I was sort of afraid to leave this device inside my vehicle, but I gave it a little, experiment, but it doesn't seem to get people that notice the fact that I have a dash cam inside. But definitely the DR550 form and the shape is much thinner than the FineVu CR2000S. Oh, but please do note this is the Korean version, and that black housing version will be out for North American market. And then the fact that, and another news is that this unit was supposed to come out sometime in May actually, but FineVu is thinking about integrating GPS, and they have actually. It's called CR2000G, and it will be, I think, that will be the unit that will come to North America, and that one will be produced in black. And I think you can probably see it already from their website. So yeah, this is a rather long overview and update of my CR2000S. And again, I really do apologize for lack of updates these days for this YouTube channel. I used to make a lot of videos. It's just that we're so busy these days with work. But I will definitely keep you guys updated, as now we hired 2 more people onto our team. So I think I'll have a little more time and I'll focus more on making YouTube videos. So thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me at info@blackboxmycar.com or visit our website at info@blackboxmycar.com. Thank you.